Welcome to the tutorial where we're going to have a focus session looking at how eRedact can produce a very useful audit copy file in addition to the redacted copy file. Here we have just a standard letter. It's actually a request for adoption information, so slightly different to freedom of information request, but nevertheless it's something that when we're placing this request on file, we may choose to redact at source. We've got an individual's name and address, some sensitive information there, and the information request relates to some time spent in sheltered accommodation. So there's some sensitive items completing the letter with a signature as well. So if we just invoke the redaction tool, eRedact, it leaves the original untouched. That's probably familiar by now, but we drop into the eRedact control center. We're in working copy. The bottom left hand corner of the screen tells us as we make the transition from working copy through redacted copy through to the audit copy to which this tutorial relates. But let's just take some information out using standard redaction tools. We'll add UK FOI 40 personal information. Just put that somewhere where we can actually see it nice and convenient. We'll take individual's name. Okay, we'll just put the section 40 on that. And we'll actually, I think in this instance, use the scroll tool to take out and probably the date range actually. Just click end, add section 40 there. So consistently we've got section 40s, we can track those exemption codes to wherever. Put that one just there. It's got the signature at the bottom, so we'll take that out with the standard tool. Again, just add UK FOI section 40 for personal information. So we're done now. We've adapted the document. We've got all of the key bits relating to the actual applicant for these adoption records. And what we're going to do now is we're going to transition from working copy through to excuse me, redacted copy. So I'll just remove the Microsoft Word prefix because we don't need to. It's not relevant where the letter came from. R for redacted copy, save that way to the desktop. It's just asking me to optimise the compression on the file to make sure the output file size doesn't get too big. We can see now that we're in audit copy, and the audit copy is useful for a number of different reasons. Internally, if you're redacting files, we'll see later when we just finish generating the audit copy that this box here, and indeed any redaction, whether it's using the scribble tool or rectangular redactions, the boxes actually mask in their entirety, for obvious reasons, all the information that we've chosen to remove. So Chloe Selp, 59 Acacia Avenue, her address, her name here, the reference to Acorn Heights sheltered accommodation and the date range, all of that information will be removed. But if we generate the audit copy now, what's quite interesting, it asks us again to prefix with the source of the file. We're not interested there, so we'll just save this A minus sign indicating audit copy to the desktop, and we're back to the original file. So we'll just shut that down. We don't need to make any changes to that. If we look at the redacted copy first, have a little look at how the we'll open the audit copy. Just put those side by side. What's quite interesting here now is that we can see, if we just take the address box as an example, in the redacted copy file we've actually got no visibility of what information has been removed. we know that it's been removed for a section 40, but in a traditional method of redaction we may have photocopied the file, sometimes 2 or 3 times if there's biro marks on there to make sure that nothing can be visible through the redaction. Then we'd go over with a marker pen. Obviously with eRedact we remove all of that photocopying and the non-environmentally friendly stages. We've automated the redaction now into an electronic form. In the left hand side we can see the information's been totally removed, but interestingly in the audit copy it leaves an opaque mask over the redaction. You can see that the address box here at the top and the Miss Chloe Selp box, both the same size. We can see it's exactly the same file. If we scroll down it's even more evident with the scribble tool. So what the audit copy is doing is internally it allows you very easily to associate the next best thing really to the original file with the redacted copy. So here we haven't got a clue what's been removed from the redacted copy. Right hand side we can see quite clearly it's Chloe Selp and her full address. We've got the section 40 there. So internally it allows you to manage your files electronically, putting them into your document management system or just onto a local share on the network. Very, very effective at allowing you to match an audit copy on the right here with a redacted copy on the left, and if necessary match both of those back to the original letter, the scanned letter. But more importantly, the audit copy, due to the fact that it has this opaque layer, can actually be legally admissible in a court of law under BIP 0008. So if you were scanning a high volume of original paper med records or adoption records, you could actually quite confidently destroy the original files, redact the files, produce the automated second stage audit copy letter, and any magistrate or judge in a court of law could quite easily see here the information that's been removed and also agree with the reasons for removing that information. So it's a very, very quick, easy method of saying there's a redacted copy file, there's the associated audit copy file, and actually making a decision as to whether that information has been removed correctly under FOI and data protection, the subject access sort of legislation, whether it's had a warranted decision to remove that information or not, and also it removes the need to associate a redacted copy file with the original, which is quite dangerous really if you're managing paper or if you've got the unredacted copy sat on a share of a network which many staff may get access to. The audit copy file has been really well received in medical client environments and also in this sort of scenario, children's family social care, where Caldecott principles are absolutely prevalent and of paramount importance to make sure that only people with the correct privileges are able to see, for example in this instance, the information relating to Chloe Selp. She's requesting a copy of her adoption records. The average person working in the department may only see the redacted copy, and yet a manager would be able to see the redacted copy on the left and the audit copy on the right, to be able to say yes, actually this is all tying up, this is the information, this is the reason it's been removed, and we can issue with confidence that redacted copy document. Okay, so that's a quick whistle-stop tour of the audit copy, and we hope that you find that feature useful. Thank you.